Welcome. My name is Alex Bennermon and I'm a print specialist with Artnet Auctions, and we're here today to talk with Zevs. Welcome.
Thank you.
Please tell us how you got that name.
Zeus is a name that can let's think about the sky and the heaven, the cloud, and the Greek mythology. But actually, it's exactly the opposite. Zeus still today is the identification name of a subway, like a train that go from Paris to the suburb, and it's play with like old Greek mythology, or also like American comics, like American mythology. So you have a train named Hulk, like the green giant Hulk, and you have a train named Zeus. And in '92, practicing graffiti on a tunnel, as a kid, I was almost hit and killed by this train. So it came from this moment where I was very shocked, like under shock by the situation and marked by the name of the train, and I decided to reverse this and to start to mark the city with this name and to use it as a graffiti. And since this day, I have continued to develop my works with like developing idea and concept that make sense with the name of Zeus.
You were well known in Europe for your visual attacks and your visual kidnappings, stealing works from billboards as well as painting over them. How do you take that sort of message and focus it for a more attentive gallery audience?
It's kind of the same. The gallery space, the streets could be in yin yang. So, like that could be an example. This series of 9 panels, it's a rainbow that reminds the Apple advertisements. Like presenting a work in a gallery, it's a way to twist on the advertisement that creates Apple by using this aesthetic of the drips that come from this idea of like defacing, like the graffiti. So that will be the yin-yang figure, you know, with like a little bit of the inside outside and of the outside inside. I have used the spray can at the beginning, but I decided to project and to realize a visual kidnapping with the blades. I have also worked with light during a certain time, like projecting light directly on the wall with a laser. I have also used the Karcher, the high pressure jets, naturally just by looking at the city cleaner in Paris working hard to remove all the graffiti of the wall. I have started to observe them, to take pictures of their activity, and the idea came to don't be against them, but take their weapons or take their tools to make the same work. But I stay a painter. So I mean, I can paint with a knife, or I can paint with high jet pressure. There's no matter.
A lot of your fan base has grown accustomed to seeing your work with icons and different Silicon Valley companies. But it seems that in this exhibition, you've taken a departure from that to sort of play on the origins of your name.
Yeah, we have now 2 rooms in this space. So it's decided to create a contrast between like these minimal works presented in this room and the other rooms that are full of images that depict the way to hang the wall in the traditional saloon. So this work is a way to play with the history and with like this
Sort of
tradition of
those.
paintings. Yeah.
Favorite question we always like to ask our artists is if you could have dinner with any 3 artists, who would they be? And here I see that you've done a work that sort of plays on the idea of history and the Last Supper, and including the contemporaries of our time into that.
I have created this, basically the image depict a juxtaposition of the hyper famous Last Dinner painted by Leonardo da Vinci and an image less known of a dinner organized by the White House with President Obama and all the CEO of the communication company, but having all the CEO at the same table with Snowden. We can make some analogy like Judas, Snowden, and I like that. But I also like to refer this work directly with the history of painting. So this work is also like connecting with my
your own personal
playing with the icons and replacing it into the art history, and we can go back far away. When you are a graffiti writer, you always make a link with what is established enough to be accepted.
We here at ArtNet thank you for taking the time to speak with us. Congratulations on your current exhibition, open at David DeBuck Gallery in Chelsea on 23rd Street. And we look forward to seeing where your career takes you in the future. Thank you.
Thanks.